Welcome to Magic Mike,
Mike's in the
the
house.
place to go to get the news and information you can use, as well as get some information that is utter nonsense, but will bring a smile to your face. Why? Because that's what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, Magic Mike starts now.
Magic Mike's.
Yeah, hey everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to another episode of Magic Mike. I just had to get it in there. Y'all was just going on. I was like, let me just wait till a person stops.
I was waiting.
I know, but they wasn't. But we're gonna take a moment and go around and introduce ourselves like we always do.
Malika.
I'm April.
Jennifer.
You said it like I am April, and I am Chris. And again, we are Magic Mikes. Make sure. Let me take that back. If you enjoy our podcast, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Help us grow. Also, take advantage of that QR code that we have on every episode cover. Hell, like I said again, help spread the word about us, help us grow. And we're also looking for sponsors. If you have a product that you want us to try, give our opinion on, also make it look good. Yeah, reach out to us. All right, so ladies, how's everybody doing on this hot? It ain't that really.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Would you say as hot as it been?
It's just
Same.
hot.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So apparently, you ladies have some things y'all want to talk about. This is going to be interesting.
Okay, I guess I'll go first since I'm.
Well, you got to say your thing.
Oh
now.
my gosh, what is I? Well, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. It's been so long.
What's going on?
Oh, what's really going on? Yeah, this is really what's really going on.
Do you have questions about relationships, the dating game, and why people act the way they do in them? Well, April does. Listen as we share our knowledge with her to help her see what's really going on.
So if you're talking to somebody and they don't call you or text you for 3 days,
I'm done because I've done forgot who you are
Wow.
now.
like,
Wow.
what would y'all do?
I'd be mad. That's just me.
Do you eventually hear from?
Because you just see them because you go to the same place on a Sunday.
Oh goodness. Okay, so
But you really didn't even talk. He's like,
so you're saying you haven't heard from them for 3 days, but then you eventually see them. Well, that's gonna make that whoever doing that look bad because if you don't hear something from somebody, first thing you want to do is make sure they're okay. But if you see them and they okay, and and like okay, you're fine, and you ain't saying nothing, yeah, I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
So. I don't
and then
know.
when you do say something, it's more than likely me reaching out, making sure you're good.
Well, I mean,
Make sure they okay and alive.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, you good, all right.
well,
Talk to you later, I guess.
was there like a?
No, nothing. I didn't do anything besides be busy with my child that's on another level right now. She turned 3 and some
Yeah,
more.
it's a terrible theories.
Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible.
I remember mine, and there was no
I didn't do-
conflict between you and
Not
this
as I know
person.
of.
You just,
If it was, I mean, I must have missed it.
Obviously got other things going on.
yeah.
You know?
I mean, they could have other things going on, but at the same time, out of respect, you can. If you're not gonna be in touch that long, it will be. The best thing was like, listen, I got this going on, so I might be out of pocket or out of touch for a couple of days, but I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
But that didn't happen.
It
So, babe, you done. Let me just... No, look. Is that the relationship you want?
No.
Okay, you're done. And if he comes back around, you say, well, I'm sorry, but your inconsistency with your communication is not what I'm looking for. Have a
don't-
good one.
Well, what about you don't want to find out why?
What you mean why? Like I
Like
didn't
if you-
ask,
like-
hey, what's going on? Everything good? Like nothing.
Was
like,
he alive on Sunday?
He was alive on
Was
Sunday.
it? Were his legs working? His arms
Everything was working.
Then
He
you know
drove
what?
up
You
there.
don't need a why, baby. You don't need a why.
Yeah,
Well,
you just-
sometimes.
His silence spoke.
Well, okay. Let's just say, in a situation like that, you haven't heard from the guy in 3 days, and you finally talk to them, and they say, what happened, and they say, I'm sorry, but I had a family member that was in this situation. It just kind of had me.
But she
in a
checked on him.
No, nothing happened because I knew the kind of a schedule where he was going to have that weekend. He didn't have nothing to do on the person that have nothing to do on Friday. Didn't hear nothing from him because I'm sitting at home myself cleaning up on Friday. Saturday, I knew that it had something to do. Seen that he left. Didn't even ask me, hey, since I'm going to this, would you like to go? No, didn't even get an invitation if I want to go to even deny that. No, I don't want to go because I got Olivia. Don't want to find a babysitter.
Okay.
And then Sunday, like nothing.
Oh.
And then Thursday, I know you go to Cedartown. I know your whole schedule. But I didn't even hear. You didn't even come by and didn't say nothing. Didn't say, hey, how you doing? How your kid doing? Y'all alive? Y'all good?
Okay, I do have to ask this. Were you and this person official?
I mean, I think, yeah.
Why you start off saying that?
Because I'm just over it. Like, I'm over. I mean, if you weren't ready, I try to give somebody the leeway to, look, you just got our relationship.
Stop doing that.
No, before we even got serious. Hey, you just got a relationship. Don't jump in nothing too quick. Because I'm not the one, because I'm dealing with my own craziness already. So, don't rush it. I don't know. Maybe we'll just rush.
Well,
It is what it is.
And I think in your situation, because you are a single mom, it's like you want to share what's going on with her. And have that conversation and be like, and it's not just all on you, or in your mind, like it's not just all on me.
Yeah. So I don't know. If you feel like he did too much, and like, because I never want nobody to feel like I'm taking advantage. Don't need you for nothing. If you feel like I'm trying to take advantage of you, I don't need your money for nothing. I've been figuring it out this whole time. I will keep figuring it out this whole time. So don't think, if you do something for me and no, I'm good.
Okay. Hold that thought. So, Miss Jennifer, if you haven't heard nothing from this person and you didn't see them, there's absolutely nothing that this person can say that can make you be like,
Oh, no, I didn't say that, but I'm not chasing nothing. Like, if they're, life goes on. Like, I'm moving on like nothing happened. And so you come back around a week, 2 weeks, whatever. You got a good enough story for me.
Maybe.
okay, so
I mean, it would really depend on what it is.
or,
but I mean, like,
or a good enough lie.
your mama or daddy or somebody better die, and I want to see the obituary. Like,
Because I'm not gonna lie, but there have been situations where I just kind of go, I have been incommunicado, but it wasn't just with my woman; it was with everybody.
But people don't know that.
That's true, but
That was the issue in the beginning. I was like, hey man.
but I mean, as a grown man now, do you not realize that that's not smart?
Oh yeah, but the reason why as crazy as it's gonna sound, the reason why how I know it's smart is because I actually had somebody to point it out to me, because me going off the grid. It's something that I've always done. I'm not even gonna say I've always done. I have done prior to meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if me doing it, I never really saw it as a means of disrespect. It was just kind of who I am, especially.
Well, I mean, as a safety reason as well.
Well, yeah, but like when I first moved to Atlanta, I had, and it was just me. I was dating somebody, but I had my times up here where I just couldn't take the pressure.
Yeah.
So it was more
just checked out.
Yeah, it was more stress. So I just kind of just shut myself off so I can just think, process things. And then I would come back and tell whomever what was going on, but I would have to give that explanation to everybody.
Which is cool though. I mean, just now you just shoot a text and say, hey, I'm overwhelmed right now. I need some alone time. Give me space.
Right. Now I will do that. I would do that. But when I was doing it, of course I done it to the wrong person, which was her, and she called me out on it, and for the first time it made me realize that, wow, you can't do that. And I've never had anybody say anything like that to me.
Because they might have been cool with it. That's not me.
Yeah. So.
What if? So do men need to? No, I guess. Should women be chasing a man? Is this what these new men are wanting?
That's my problem. Like in the world though, with men, is that I will have a man who I think is emotionally mature, and he will say, hey, I'm just emotionally, I'm overwhelmed right now. Like, I just need, I'm gonna go sleep it off, whatever, go play my game, disassociate, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. But that's not really
How you really feel?
he wanted me to chase, but I mean, I'm very literal. But like, so when you say, hey, I need space, don't bother me,
You gonna give him space. And
I'm gonna give you space and not bother you. Do you tell me that you don't want space? And then like people
that's
get
not-
upset. Like, I'll be like 4 months later, be like, well, you never reached back out.
Baby, would that work with you?
No.
So Miss Jennifer, I don't know what you're talking about. I hear what you're saying. It sounds good. I just don't know. I gotta put my hands like Eddie Murphy. I don't know what you're doing.
No, because it's like I don't like that. So if I don't like it, I'm not gonna feel comfortable. Then it goes in. I'm in my head too much. I don't like all that stress.
And to be honest with you, for me, that's probably more terrible. Her being in her head is probably more terrible than anything
Yeah.
I could be going through. So I have to push that aside, make sure she all right. Like, baby, it ain't you. How you know? Baby, it ain't you. So
Well, I mean, I
can't
don't know if it's ADHD or if it's my Aquariusness, but like, if you're like, don't worry about it, I'm like, okay.
But I'm gonna worry about
I
it.
ain't gonna worry about it. It ain't gonna
worry
enter
about
my mind. Maybe like later on, if you haven't brought it up, like in a couple days, I'll be like, oh yeah, what happened? Wasn't there something going on like with that? Like, what happened with that? Like,
April, back to your point.
You
I
done.
think that if
That's
I
it.
think that if the person knows the kind of person that you are, they will know if doing something like that would cause a bigger problem than an actual small issue.
Yeah, it's almost like you want me to call you all the time, make sure you're good, like do all the reaching out, like you're done doing that. Like what?
Nah. The silence was the message. It was disrespect enough.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need closure. You don't need a reason why.
Yeah.
Or you could just do what your cousin did and tell him
That it bothers
that
you.
it bothered you, that you didn't like that. And I mean, especially if you feel like the guy is actually worth giving
April,
a chance.
I know you. Like I don't know you that. Like we're not like best buds, and but
Yeah.
like I know that like that would bother you. So I mean, you don't just do
It's
that
like somebody
crap.
saying, "Okay, yes,
Well,
I did
yeah.
all this stuff. I try to
You've been
wind you and
together
dine
for
you,
you've
and
been
then all of a
dating,
sudden, I'm gonna take
da-da-da.
all this stuff away. See if you really
It's
care."
a normal
Like,
ghost. And if he is like, oh well, it was just fine for you and it scared me. Red flag, emotionally unavailable because he's gonna run away when things get even more serious.
What if the guy is just worth it? Like he up to this point, he's shown that he's a good guy, he's worth it, and he had this one thing that he done wrong. He's not worth giving another chance to if you explain to him how it made you feel. Why did I ask you?
No.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
no,
but I mean, he's not circling back around. This person has not contacted her, being like, da 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 da.
But at the same time, we were friends, and like we used to talk about my emotional state. So you should know me.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this. Have you told him how this made you feel?
No.
Or you gonna
What?
tell him?
Probably not. Because
Okay,
I
so-
just I ain't got time.
Okay,
to
so-
keep playing with
okay,
my
so
emotions.
now-
I'm already getting back in counseling. Maybe if the
All
counselor.
right. So I'm
tell
like
me,
this.
but no,
If you
good.
feel the way you feel and that's how you feel and it's pretty solid, okay, follow Jennifer's advice, let him go. But you also have to ask yourself, is this person actually worth letting go for this mistake that he made? Because people make
But he
mistakes.
hasn't come and said he's made a mistake.
He hasn't said
anything yet.
even up to this point.
No, she straight got ghosted. Like, no, we're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And then when I seen him at church, it's like I did something wrong. Okay.
Did he act
well,
like-
hey. Then he didn't want to speak. Okay, cool.
Was you acknowledged at church?
No.
Oh,
I
God.
said hey. I said hey.
Yeah,
And-
see,
and he's-
The only reason he really kind of spoke because a gift was given to me for her from his mom.
Oh God.
shit.
So if I want,
And
if-
then when I was going out, Cause I was like, I ain't got time to just keep sitting and waiting for you and your brother to stop talking. Well, I got to go, so I'm finna go. See you later.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if he ain't acknowledged you in one of the most holiest of places, yeah.
Maybe he shouldn't have jumped into anything. Cause I'm a lot, and I try to tell you I'm a lot, and I need a lot of attention. And just cause I know your location does not mean anything to me. Cause I sometimes I don't even trust that.
Has his location been anywhere that you are unfamiliar with?
Yeah, cause he went to a party on Saturday.
I think you need
But
to,
I knew about the
I
party.
think you need to fix all that.
Me.
Yeah. And you that can't trust the location stuff before you do that. Because you might find a really great guy, but I mean, that's a lot. Like,
Yeah.
if I love you to death, but if you were all over my location 24/7,
I'm not all over
I'd
it,
be
but
like,
it's just like
dude, like,
I guess
Get
because
off
I'm
my
not
nuts,
all
man.
over it. So in fact, I know you left your mom's house, and most of the time, usually when you leave, you get in the car and you usually call. Sometime during your trip.
look,
But
she
no
told me,
call.
if they gonna cheat, they gonna cheat, baby.
That part.
I mean, like, you can leave your phone somewhere and then
Yes.
go off. Like, it don't mean nothing, babe.
It doesn't.
So, like, why you gotta fix that, because you're,
Does it seem like
Olivia, stop.
does it seem like that he could possibly be cheating?
I don't know.
who cares? He's not communicating.
I don't know. It is
Well,
what it is.
communication, that's depending on
important.
it's important, but it also depends on the person who's involved in the communicating.
Yeah, but the way
Because
that
you can
April,
actually communicate too much.
the way that she lives her life, she doesn't treat people that way. She would never do that to someone, so she should not accept anyone that would do that to her.
Fair enough. I 100%
So
agree.
how do you communicate too much?
Well,
Oh my God, I had one of those.
you say
As you
everything
can
like you
see,
have no
it can
filter.
happen.
You have no filter. Sometimes I feel like I started communicating too much because I didn't want nobody to feel like I was doing something after I left. So it's just like, oh, I'm talking too much. I need to shut up. Like I won't even let the other person get a word in, or I always had an opinion. Like they say something, oh, you could do this, and I'm like, April, shut up. Like they didn't call you. They just want you to just listen sometimes. So yeah,
so there you go, babe.
yeah, you can over.
I mean, I guess because I don't do that.
What you say, babe?
I don't do that.
You don't do that.
you don't. What you trying to say? Like why
I'm
did you
saying
say
she
it
don't
like,
do that. Y'all ain't finna get me in trouble. She don't
You
do
gonna
that.
get yourself in
I'm
trouble. You
not,
didn't even
'cause
have
I'm
to
saying-
respond.
I'm saying she don't do that. Baby, you give perfect communication.
I don't say it's perfect,
I
but
mean-
I'm saying it's perfect.
but I'm saying that I guess I see from that aspect, but I had somebody that talked forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah, I did too. And
But
you
you,
can,
but you know what? I will say this: over communicating will always topple no communication.
Yeah.
But see, like, the guy that I think of when I think of ever communication was a very nice looking Greek man.
Full beard.
No.
Yeah, agree.
He was kind of scrawny, but, I mean, he was nice looking. So,
You know what they say about them scrawny men, right?
but I mean, like, he had muscles or
sandwich.
whatever. But, I mean, made me, like, Greek chicken soup when I got sick, whatever. Very, very, very nice person. But texted me every hour. Are you happy? Question mark.
Oh, so something happened to him.
Yeah. Well, he was divorced, and like one of his things was his ex-wife was like, you never checked to see if I was happy. You never checked to see if this is what I wanted to do. And that was
Now
always.
he's overcompensating.
And I was like, yeah, I'm good at work. Great at work.
Yeah.
Like I'm not work. Like
Yeah.
I don't have time to be like blah 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 blah. And then finally, so when I was like, hello, and he's like, hey, Jennifer, it's Dimitri. I'm like, hey, Dimitri. He's like, are you happy? And I'm like, no, Dimitri.
Sound like he's still dealing with
I
issues.
am not happy because
Oh.
you keep asking me if I'm fucking happy.
God, you know that probably.
Now I'm fucking annoyed.
He probably got that news from out his drawer because you said that.
Oh, and he just bought like tickets for us to fly to New York for a wedding to go. And like we'd only been together like a month. And I'm like, love bummer. And I was like, no, that's not gonna happen.
You think people that are like that, they got into the dating world too fast? Because it sounds to me like he's still. I mean, for you, it's.
Oh, I mean, he was like married less than a year later to somebody else. I think he just one of those people that can't be alone.
Yeah,
And I'm one of
they do
those people
exist.
who has trouble being around,
Yeah.
a lot of people all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I love to be alone.
Me too, in my room. I love it.
I'm quite entertaining.
I mean, I understand why some people stay single now.
But it's a different world. Like, it's
I mean, it is, because I was like, I don't even know how to date anymore. Like, am I talking too much? Like, am I doing too much? Like, I don't even know.
There's a lot of things nowadays that are being accepted that wouldn't have been accepted years ago. So I understand where you're coming from, but you know, I trust that whatever decision you make, April, you making it for the best for you.
You
Whatever
and
you
Olivia.
decide. You and Olivia.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good.
All right,
good
Jennifer,
job.
what's your question?
All right. I have 2 questions. We'll see if we have time. If not, I can save one for next week. Okay. I'm going to put this in the most generic scenario possible.
Black and white, huh?
Black and white. There are tickets to your girl's favorite artist that y'all have. They are front row seats. She is super pumped. This is your wife, fiance, girlfriend, whoever. It is their number one all time. And y'all have gotten front row seats. So y'all go to the concert. Everything's great. He pulls her on stage.
Oh Lord.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Are you jealous? Can you cry about it? Can you pitch a fit? Because this man did.
Well, I will put it. Okay, now this is me. This is me. To pull her up on stage and, like, I guess in a sense, serenading her a little bit. Of course, it's gonna make me feel some kind of way. But if he's like holding her hand and singing something, I mean,
they're going bar for bar with each other, looking in each other's eyes. He's humping on her leg.
okay, see, that's the part right there. Now, when you start getting all sexual with her, that means that either one.
But she's leaving with you. Like,
Yeah,
and
she's
this is her dream man. Like, okay, if this was your lady
That's-
and it got you pulled up on stage and you got a lap dance from her, I mean, you're 100% dream person. Like, your whole life you've worshipped this girl. Like,
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's like a male artist that I know my woman has, she absolutely loves, and she will. Most men have this thing to where this celebrity, I know you will leave me for. I mean, I'm just saying, some women have that. It is what it is. But even though that won't be true, we'll have, okay, she'll leave me for this joke. Now, for me, honestly, if I know there's a chance of something like that happening, I'm not going to that concert. I'll let her.
But you'd be okay if there's video of her getting pulled on stage.
Well,
Now she
God.
TikTok famous.
Well, not. Okay, but see,
It's your girl, and you ain't there.
That is
That
so-
looks worse.
okay, see that, you know what? It is. I honestly believe the situation like that.
It's like your nightmare.
Ooh, girl, I think that situation like that is just because that attacks men's ego. God, I keep. You went for the jugular on this.
I mean, this is a hard question. Okay, me personally, Like, if you got your dream girl, I'll be so freaking happy for you, but I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you, remind you who you belong to that night. You know? But hey, on the other end, if that happened to me and my dream dude was grinding up on me, I'm gonna go home and fuck the shit out of you too, because I'm like, oh, high on my dude humping on me.
Yeah.
So either way, look, you're getting laid.
Yeah, but if there's a song out there, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town.
Yeah.
So even though you are being intimate with me, you could be thinking about the
But
dude
that
you
could be
just saw.
anytime. You don't
You're
know
absolutely
that.
right.
So
But
I'm just saying, you don't know that.
But you know what? You're absolutely right. But I think for a guy, that whole thought process would be so solid, that one particular sexual moment, because of what you just experienced.
But you realize you pitching a fit and like sulking is gonna ruin the whole thing
Oh
for
yeah,
her.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, that's one
It's
of those.
a double-edged sword.
It really is. That's one of those situations where you have to really mentally man up and say, okay, yeah, this is what happened, but at the same time, she's not going home with him. She's coming home with you. This dude probably do that to 50 million women at every concert. Your woman just so
Right.
happened to be
Be
the
the
woman
one
that got picked. And you know, it's
Now look, I'm gonna be honest. Now I guess a woman should stop a dude, like, but I'm not stopping it. If that's my one like celebrity dude, plus I'm in front of a whole amphitheater or whatever of people, I'm not gonna fuck his show up. Like, and be like the girl who stopped the show. She's like, don't hump on me. I'm gonna spread my legs wide and be like, make Granny proud. Come on.
but you know what, Jennifer?
I would be like, I'm walking off the
Oh,
stage.
okay, Jennifer, you would
But I
be
ain't got a
in a
man.
situation
I
like
ain't
that if the female pulled up the guy and his woman is there. What you just said you would do, I think that's a rare unicorn moment.
Yeah, I know. But like, okay. I mean, it would have to be like their number one, like this is their like big thing. If it was just like a random, no. But like, I would be upset about it. He'd need to be like, nope, get this dude, you know, whatever. But if it was his like person, guy or girl, I don't care. Like if that's their person and they're getting their like 5 minutes of fame with them, and it's everybody's clothes are on, you know.
Yeah, but you know.
Nobody's handing out numbers later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So baby, if that was to happen to me, what would you do? If we went to see some artist and
Let's pretend in my mind. So it's like you're on stage, you do your thing.
and she's grinding all up
You got
on
a
me and
favorite
stuff
female
like
artist?
that.
Lil Kim.
I used to like Jill Scott. I mean, I guess I still do. I mean, but
Just got in a grinder though. I mean, she ain't gonna get you up on stage and like.
She's gonna do the mic thing.
yeah, I was just about to.
She might serenade. That's she ain't
I
gonna
was-
be like down there with her head in her
Yeah,
like,
I
in her
don't
lap,
know.
like breathing on her dick
Oh,
while
no.
she's doing it. No.
I don't know. This Jill Scott that been out lately. I don't know about lately, but I know some time ago.
Coachella, then
She was out
she twerk on you.
She had that microphone. April just said she had a microphone. She was acting like she was sucking on it and fiddling nut sacks and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's not real. I'll see you in a little bit.
I love
Love
you.
it.
I really do, but I do not believe that. I don't
She
believe
said,
that.
try it if you want to.
I ain't gonna see. That's what I'm saying. You know, if she was like, "Come up here on stage," I'm like, "No."
No, I'll push you up there.
Go
Goodbye.
Ooh, I wish I could believe that.
I'm like, you on stage for the world to see
No, I can't bag that up. I cannot bag that up. I refuse.
you. Like, you
If
on
we have
stage.
any sponsors out there that could hook this
That
up,
happened to
this
me, that's not
scenario
happening.
up, so we could get Malika's authentic reaction. Listen,
Like, because it's
Beyonce's
not like the average
Beyonce's
woman in the
Thursday.
audience.
Beyonce's Thursday night. I'll be there. I could film.
Okay, but you know something now, I will say this. Specific certain women I honestly believe if they pull me up on stage, you wouldn't have a problem.
No, because it's not real in
Yeah.
my mind. Like you'll be here in a little bit.
Yeah, so
They're gonna be escorting you back.
but it's not really like I've ever like really displayed. This woman who I would just lose my mind over. I know she felt like that about The Rock.
You lost your mind about a man?
No, I'm talking about her.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I heard you say The Rock. I just heard
No,
like
I
the
said
rest.
I know she loved The Rock because it was
Oh.
at one particular point that all I had to do was mention him and she started grinning.
Like that?
See, she's doing it right now.
Okay, so say like Nyla's like bachelorette party, and we all go to whatever Magic Mike's, and
You on that now? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just right, but I'm just saying we're all there for Nyla, whatever, and they pull Malika up on stage. Are you mad?
I'm not. I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't even want to know.
He's already had a
green light for you. We can go. Yes. Green light.
But he's already
we can
had
do
a
it.
nightmare
You
where
are
he
a
was
bad
mad at me.
influence.
He didn't say no. He just said he don't want to know. Okay, we got this.
Yes. You tell him about your nightmare that you was mad at me about. And
I already told him about you going over somebody's house finna start twerking, looking like you from Moulin Rouge somewhere. I remember that. All right, well look here, y'all. This is a good one. We are at that halfway point here. So, Ms. Malika, do you have any random? Well, you say it. What you got?
Random
over there?
facts.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's now time for your head to explode from the new knowledge with Malika's Random Facts.
So there's some random facts. So if you live to be 84 years old, how long do you think you have slept? In that
I
amount?
mean, an average person or me?
Oh, you're not sleeping no time. You're like
40 years.
40 years.
Average, no, so like a third of 84 to, hold on, 28 years.
That's right. 28 years. You have slept 28 years if you live to be 84 years old.
What? You're supposed to get 8 hours. That's a third of your day. That would be a third of your life.
I miscalculated.
I wasn't even
President,
thinking about that. I
move off
was
Theta
like, I
High
don't
School.
know.
Yeah, continue.
So there were only
wanna see
26
what you-
episodes of Scooby-Doo, even though it feels like a lot.
Just 26?
Yes.
I believe there's more cartoons, just single cartoons out there of it than that.
Yes. But all of the things in this thread, this is the one that got me. I suppose I haven't watched Scooby-Doo in over 30 years, but it seemed like there would be hundreds of episodes. I feel like I was watching different episodes all the time as a kid. Mm-hmm. But there was only 26 of the original Scooby-Doo.
Okay, the original Scooby-Doo, not like the What's New Scooby-Doo and just Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo,
Okay,
the first
yeah,
one.
I believe that.
I was like,
Like, what
every
is the
time I
first
saw it, I was like, oh,
They
it's a
got-
new
They
episode.
got spin
Okay.
off the ass.
Don't quote me. This could be a dream. I don't know. But I believe Scooby-Doo is actually based off of a true group of people, but I think it was like they got murdered or serial killer or
Jesus
something.
Christ.
It went very dark.
Yeah, it went dark. I don't know. Don't quote me. Let me do research on it. I'll get back to you.
Oh my God.
So, rats.
Dark.
My
Rats.
Rats can laugh, but we just can't hear it. I was like,
Why do you keep coming up with these?
Like,
First, what is it? Whale
okay.
can talk or have feelings or something? I'm like,
that was the
like-
cow with the friends.
Can the dogs hear it though? Like, or do the other animals hear it? And they're like, haha, laughing with them. And then they're like, why aren't these humans like freaking laughing? That was hilarious.
So I'm gonna get like you and say, how do we
this
know
person
this?
had a pet rat and once had a lung infection, and for a while we actually did get to hear it. It was the sweetest little, but
ain't
also
shit
terrible.
mean nothing sweet.
Thankfully, with antibiotics, it went away. But I know they laughed often. So when it was sick, you could hear the laugh. I was like,
Jesus.
What?
And how do we
And
know
she-
this?
I was
Oh
like,
my goodness. All right.
Greenland sharks can live up to 500 years. They don't reach sexual maturity until they reach over 100 years old. When they get pregnant, gestation lasts up to 18 years.
Who? What is this?
Pregnant for 18 years.
The Greenland sharks.
18 years.
Holding on.
Jesus. That baby, like, we gonna ever develop? Jesus.
Baby gonna come out grown.
It is, grow. Koala's entire diet is eucalyptus trees and leaves, which are incredibly toxic. Baby koalas aren't born with any immunity to the toxins. They gain their weight by eating their mother's poo.
Well, and you know, male koala, I think it's male koalas give you syphilis.
No, stay away from them.
If you hold on, like, they can give you syphilis.
So they eat their mom. Well, you know, that's a fetish out there.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't want to say it's loaded with nutrients.
It's a lot of stuff.
Oh my God.
That's a good one there, babe.
Yes.
Rats laugh, cows got friends, and
Yes.
something else. There's
Babies eating the poo.
Oh my gosh, then the dog scared the crap.
That is it on my random facts.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Malika. All right, cool. Y'all know my stuff is kind of ridiculous, as it always is. All right, so you are getting to know this guy, and everything is going great. After some time, you both agreed to meet face to face.
Oh, so you met him online. Okay.
So he offers to take you out to dinner to any place you want. All right. You meet at the restaurant. Everything is going wonderful. The conversation, the attraction between you two, the energy, all flawless. Maybe about 20 minutes later, the restaurant manager comes to your table and say, "Excuse me, sir, but one of our employees state that you are not to be within 100 feet of them due to a restraining order in place. I have to ask you to leave." How would you respond next?
What happened to you?
I got some questions.
Why are we walking up?
Miss Jennifer, hold that thought. What you say, babe?
I said, what happened to you? Why are we? What happened in this situation? What did you do to that person?
What you do? What did you do?
I think I might need to leave.
Did you beat him up? Why?
Okay.
Because he got a restraining order. Why did you beat him up?
Okay. All right. So, at least y'all would ask.
Yeah, because I'm
I'm
scared
nosy.
now.
All right, Miss Jennifer, what was you about to say?
That was my response.
Oh,
I got some questions.
oh. I thought you were talking about you
That
ain't
was my
asked me.
response. I got some questions.
Okay. So,
But what's their response?
well, the thing about this right here was that you guys actually listened. They said it was restrained. It was a restraining order in place, but they never said who it was on. Because if you're within 100 feet of somebody with a restraining order, the guy could have put a restraining order on the girl who works there, and she don't want to possibly get in trouble. That's the reason why she said that. Mm-hmm. So it goes either way. But
Yeah, but the question is, what happened?
well, yeah, okay, but yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm actually surprised that
She has food.
I'm actually surprised that y'all actually wanted to know what was going on. None of you just said, "Oh, I'm just done with this. I'm gonna get."
I mean, the red flags are flying. I ain't gonna lie. Like your stock just went way down.
Yeah, now
I'm willing to listen to see,
If
what
there's-
your side of the story is, and I will probably go home and Google it just to confirm. But but as someone who has a restraining order for life against someone, like, I've seen that person out about in town, and I've never said, "I have a restraining order.
Go away.
They need to leave the premises. They can't be within." So for somebody to do that, you got some serious beef going on with somebody,
Yeah.
and I don't really want to be involved with that until that's over or whatever, you know. So
And I get
that's
that.
a big deal.
Then you know what? I get
But
that.
I'll hear you out. I'm gonna keep you calm.
Like,
Till
I ain't
get
gonna piss
get away
you
like,
off right
what
now.
happened?
I'm
Like,
gonna wait till I leave. Now we going home together by ourselves? Probably not.
yeah.
So,
We're
so-
going in my car. You go in your car.
Yeah, we leaving. We
y'all won't just say y'all gonna leave the same way you came there,
That's it.
separately.
separately.
Okay, all right. Well, that was what I had. I mean, I got one more. These are pretty quick. All right, so you and this guy are talking and getting to know each other. I have to always start off like that. and decide to meet each other in the park. In the midst of conversing with each other.
That's a horror movie.
Stop, baby.
I'm armed.
You armed always.
If I'm at a park, I'm armed. Like, if I'm meeting a dude at a park, I'm taking a taser or something.
I got you. I hear you. All right, but in the midst of conversing with each other, you ask him, what does he want in a woman to be his woman? And in that moment, he reaches into his pocket and pull out a strip of paper and just start naming and just start saying all the stuff that he looks for in a woman. And he's actually talking for almost 3 minutes. Would that be an issue for you? Yes,
that's
no.
a red
why?
flag.
Why?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Okay, it's an issue for you. Why? Why would it be?
Because I'm like, I wasn't expecting a list. This doesn't feel right. We are not going to be on the same page.
Okay. All right, Miss April. What about you?
I'm not them things on your list.
So,
So
that would be an issue for you.
yeah.
All right, Ms. Jennifer. What about you?
List?
Well, I mean, I'm intrigued. So I gotta
listen.
see this list. Like I just got to. I mean, I know we're not right for each other. Like after you do that, but I gotta see this. I'm gonna ride this for the rest of the evening, so I can hear about this and see why he's
Hold
like
on, let me
this.
record this.
Okay.
But yeah, no, there should just be like 5 fundamentals, and everything else is like bonus.
Okay. What if the list was all you? What if everything he said on that list was you?
People change. I don't want that kind of pressure.
So you
It
said
will
I ain't gonna be like that all
It
the time.
could be like blonde hair. Well, I'm getting older. It's gonna be gray.
How dare you? Damn it! You saw
It's
my
gonna
list.
change to gray. Like whatever.
Okay. Well, I'm just Okay, I get it. I get
Big titties. Oh, I got cancer. They cut them off in 3 years.
dare you get
Now I've been kicked to the curb.
it. How dare you? Kid?
Like one thing changes on the list. I'm not the ideal woman. There's gonna be somebody else who's gonna check them better.
Well, in a lot of ways, if a guy actually pull out a paper, y'all women do that all the time. Not pull out a paper, but y'all have a list of the type of man that you want.
Oh, I've made a pro and con list a lot of times. I so have. I've no shame.
A pro and con?
That's more to like show myself. See, this dude is a fucking piece of leave him. There's all this shit. The good is like 3 things.
He's like,
25 bad.
But yeah, see, I mean, you better do this. You better suck this. You better eat this.
Lick
Now, all
this,
there you go.
yeah.
Now all this other stuff. I already
You
know
better
that's how
eat
your
them.
list going is, Jennifer. All right, but that was really all I had, and then I got the game. So, all right, Miss Jennifer, what was the other thing that you had?
Oh, okay. So, you have 1 minute before the world ends. You get 1 phone call.
oh wow.
Who you call?
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Who's gonna pick up? You got 1 minute for the world in.
Who's gonna pick up? It'll be Nyla.
Who you call?
So if I'm calling and somebody's gonna pick up, Nyla's gonna be the one that's gonna pick up. So I'm calling Nyla because it's a hit or miss.
You
Chris,
wouldn't
I'm gonna
call
need
me
for you.
first anyway. You would call the chick. You would definitely call it, and she'll do the same thing. She'll call you before she call anybody.
No, she'll call Amari.
You think she'll call Lamar before you?
I
Yeah.
think so.
I don't know. I think it's a toss up between
Okay.
you and him.
1 minute. Because I would be like, well, I ain't going to call nobody because all my lines would be busy. Probably. But,
somebody
1
call in.
minute, 1 phone call. You're the only person knows there's 1 minute left. So they're going to pick up. Who you calling?
Still Nyla because she's gonna pick up.
But no
No,
matter who
you
call,
call, they're gonna pick up. No matter if you call Chris, he's gonna pick up this time.
Oh, he's gonna pick up this time. Okay.
So who would you? Yeah, who would you call, man?
I would call you if you gonna pick up.
What? You know Nala gonna hit it.
Yeah.
All right. I will call you. I will call you first.
Cause she always picks up. But okay.
No, she don't. No,
I pick up most
know-
times.
How?
Most times.
No, you don't.
I would call my sister, I guess.
Who you calling?
Which one?
Only got one sister.
Oh, I'm sorry. You call Ashley. Ashley trying to figure out how to get off the planet. I know
She
this
don't
guy.
know, so she's just talking.
Yeah.
I know this guy. He got a shuttle.
I can't call my dad because he won't hear me. He won't. I guess I'll call my mom. Even though, like, she's not gonna help the situation. Like, she's gonna be hysterical, and like, it's not gonna, like, nothing's gonna be productive. By the time I get it where I can speak or whatever, like,
We're all dead.
the minute's over.
It's done.
Yeah. That is such a scary thought to me.
Yeah.
You know, to know that the world is about to end and you almost know the exact time and day and everything. That's just terrible.
See, like, honestly, I don't think I would call anybody.
Yeah.
I think I would just sit with myself. I mean, I came in by myself, going out by myself.
I'm
But
gonna
this'll
call
be-
Olivia
this'll
to
be
come
a-
in there in the
but what
room
you-
with me so I can hold her.
But what you had
Because
would be
we're-
more of
Yeah.
a situation if you had to call somebody.
Right, like, yeah.
Yeah. That's
It'd be my, like, oh shit, why do I know this news?
yeah. Another dark moment on the podcast.
Okay. Well, this is dark too.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Might as well. We already.
Okay. I watched on TikTok. A mom, she was mad, complaining. Look, she was at a Burger King saying that her kids' food was raw and she wanted her money back. They're not moving fast enough trying to get her money, so she's getting angry. So the person who run, the woman, it's a glass behind there.
Oh wow, so this sounds like a northern thing.
Yeah, so they, the person from behind, a worker, got a cup, put drink in it, and threw the drink on her child.
Oh no.
What?
That is like
No.
the most exquisite ass whooping somebody would
On
have
the child.
ever got.
On the child. She said, you can see in the video, the mom is closer. She could have did anything to the mom, but she threw the drink on the child.
Yeah. So the mom is going to kill that person.
The mom got a couple licks in, she tore up the register. Somehow she got in the bag and got to that girl and gave her a couple little licks, but yeah.
Yeah, because that's what she deserved. I'm
Yeah,
so
I don't.
sorry. I
You know
can't
what?
do it.
Even if I tore up that, you said McDonald's, right?
It looked like a Burger King.
Even if I tore up that Burger King all the way through, whooping this person's ass, that still ain't justified. Because it's one thing you throwing it on me.
Yeah,
You
'cause-
still gonna get your ass whooped. But if you throw it on somebody who can't defend themselves, like my
Yeah.
child,
Mom, where's my phone?
woo, that's what the
Where's
Japanese
mine?
animation ass whoopings. Baby.
I watched it so many times. I'm like, why? Why would you?
So the
take
child wasn't even saying anything. They
Didn't
just-
say that the child. She had two little girls. They were just standing there minding their own business. They were just with their mom. The mom just trying to get her money back. These people are like moving like she's speaking a foreign language. I mean, they look like they're Indian, but that's neither
Yeah.
here nor there. But
Was the food raw?
yes, her daughter's food was raw, and she wanted her money back. And they just looking at her like she's
Or they'd be
retarded.
like, we can't do that. We can switch it out and give you
Yeah,
a fresh
and she said, "I
one."
don't want that. I want my money back so I can get out of here."
Yeah. Because you don't want the service out.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know.
They can
business
give
policy.
they can give you your money back. All you gotta do is
they
go.
can do it on a gift card, or I don't know.
I mean,
In a
like if she
situation
paid
like
with a
that-
credit card, I think you can. You just gotta get the manager.
I mean,
the
I
manager
think
gotta
they
do
should have
something.
given her money back,
Yes.
and I think that they,
And if they gotta be short at the end of the night, they just gonna have to be short at the end of the night and document it on their
like,
paperwork.
I mean, I assume it was the manager that threw it because did she
No,
not
it was
ask
just
for
a
the
regular.
manager?
It was just a regular worker that I guess
Well,
took her
yeah,
order.
that worker should be fired. Like,
Yeah,
you don't. I mean,
I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, she is.
that's
after
not
this
how
video.
you handle customers. Even like that, she shouldn't have been yelling or escalating it that much where it bothers you. That's when you tap out and go, I gotta walk away, or I'm gonna throw a drink on this lady. You know, like,
but that's the lady, not
yeah.
the child.
She
So,
literally, because it's like the
I-
little glass window.
Yeah,
and
that's-
the
that's
child is right
evil.
there, and she went through the little door, the little space, and threw it on the child.
yeah, I
like,
wouldn't want that evil person with my children anyway.
Yeah.
So, baby,
Yeah.
if somebody was to did that to toddler Nyla,
Yeah, I lost it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
kid will go like she
that's what I
about
was
6
about
years
to ask you. Exactly.
old. You just see
how,
red.
Yeah,
Like,
just red.
How extensive would that ass
I don't
whooping
even
be?
know. It probably been a blackout moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've had those and I didn't even know I had them until somebody brought the memory up years later.
You know what? I
I was
honestly
like,
believe
oh,
that you would be beating this. You would be beating this person so bad that you done built radiation around you that people can't even get close to you to pull you off. That's how. I mean,
I'm very
like Incredible
very
Hulk,
Mama Bear.
Incredible Hulk level insanity mad. Because that's how he gets. When he gets like beyond mad, it's like you can't even get close to him because you will get burned just by the rage.
Yeah.
Oh
I would have that.
God, good job. Hey,
I'm so sorry.
no, you fine. All right, so we are now at the game, and the game today is
Santa Claus is coming to town.
no, that's not it.
Mac-
By the letter.
Answering the question, no matter how crazy it is, it's even harder when you're going by the letter.
So y'all know how this works. Y'all give me a letter, I give you this.
Okay, I'm ready.
You give me a letter, I give you a phrase. Everything your answer has to be with that letter. It doesn't have to make sense, but you have to stick with that letter. All right. So, which one of you ladies wants to go first?
A is for April.
A is for April.
April's
J is
going
for.
first.
Sorry, Emily, if you
All
want
right, April, we're gonna start with you first.
Okay.
April?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, did you say you go first?
She said she wanted to go.
Oh no,
Yeah.
okay, baby. No. We'll go
I
with
told
you.
her she could go.
No,
A is for
we'll
April.
come back to her.
Oh my God, 5
Set her
years
up.
later, now we have somebody going.
All right, baby, you ready?
Yes.
All right, give me your letter.
S.
S. All right, here's the phrase.
Raise
When-
the pays.
When eating chicken, you sometimes get very
Saucy?
so. You go to the bathroom and check on your. You thinking, girl?
Yes, I am thinking. See, now you got me thinking more. Stop talking to me.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's start it over. We'll start it over. When eating chicken,
Boo.
I know, right? When you're eating chicken, sometimes you get very.
Yeah, saucy. I'm sticking with my
So
sauce.
you go to the bathroom and check on your,
My stuff.
just to make sure it's not full of
Spices.
spices. All right. All right, Miss Jennifer, you get the next one. So give me your letter.
B.
B. All right, here's your phrase. It's hard to believe you bought yourself a.
Barking dog.
Because when you really want, because what you really wanted was some.
Big dick.
It should be fine after you smother it in.
Barbecue.
Baby making juice.
You make it sound like some real barbecue sauce too.
Baby bacon.
I want my baby bacon, baby bacon. That's disgusting. All right, April. So now we're at you. So you are on the number 3. So pick a letter.
L.
L. You saw a grizzly bear wearing a.
Lingerie.
It then came to you and showed off its,
Little wee wee.
which looked weird because it was very.
Little.
You can't. Lingerie with a little, lingerie with a little wee wee.
Oh, I guess I couldn't use little twice, was I?
No,
Oh.
but it's all right though.
I couldn't think of another L word.
But you picked L.
My bad. I wanted to be different because I was
There
like,
you go. Nothing wrong with that. All right, baby. We back to you. Pick a letter.
Oh, I thought. The letter C.
The letter C. Never let anyone squeeze on your.
Cup.
Because once they get a taste of some,
Coconut.
they'll start wanting to try some of your. Those faces.
Cantaloupe.
I was thinking all kind of stuff.
I bet you. And you know what? I was too.
Wow.
Because I was thinking cunt and cream and I was like, what?
Was that there?
Baby, you was too. What you just didn't say it?
No.
Oh, getting two shoes. All right, Miss Jennifer, we at you.
Give me
All right.
some D.
Okay, sometimes when you're sitting on your,
Donkey butt.
You tend to think about a big, juicy. Why you gotta?
Cause you know what she
You might as well say it.
Yeah.
You might as
We
well
already
say it.
said it several times.
Dry rub sausage.
It's floating in front of you. Get it ready to deep throat you.
What?
That's what
Okay. All right, April. Back to you. What's your letter?
B.
B. All right. The last time you laid on a
Bed.
sharp pain hit you right in your
Back.
and you fell face down in a bunch of
Boobs. I don't know.
face down in a bunch
But-
of boobs.
But
Saying bushes.
oh, that's what you were
How's
saying.
that bushes?
Oh,
Men will fall on boobs on purpose. All right, baby, we're at you.
throw it in the trash.
I will want to do that later. All right, baby, what's your letter?
My letter is J.
J. Whoa, really?
Oh,
J.
that's a hard one.
Yeah.
All right. You saw a mouse chasing after a.
Jackrabbit.
They got so close to you, they touched you on your.
Joint.
So you told them both they owe you a new.
Jingle bell.
Boy, it's a good thing you saw that Christmas song in your head there, wasn't it? Like, jingle bell. All right, Miss Jennifer, we back to you.
F.
F. Oh my God. After you drink, you start thinking about,
Finger foods.
even though you never ate a,
Fig Newton.
you'll give it a try if it's on some
Fruity bread.
fruity bread. You know you had every
I know.
moment to go as dirty
I know,
as you
but
wanted
I
to.
didn't.
Go away.
I would say you get reformed, but that'd be a lot. All
I'm
right,
dirty on the first.
Yes, a
All right.
letter. A
Yeah.
letter. R.
R. Most women want a man with a strong robot.
Ribs? I don't
Strong
know.
ribs.
Yeah, strong.
All right. Because when it's time for him to handle your,
Round ass.
Round booty.
he's graceful like a fish swimming in.
River.
Yes.
There you go. Round booty in rivers. What's not to like? All right, baby. You ready?
How many you got?
These are the last three. Everybody had 4.
I was like,
It's not like a man getting ready to rob. How much money you got? I want it all. All right, you ready, babe?
Yes.
Give me your letter.
Blue.
my letter is T.
T. You once bit a man on his.
Yeah.
You gotta
Titty.
say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was on his teeth.
He said it felt like being bit by a.
Tiger.
And when you bit him, it smelled like a.
Toilet.
Oh, wow. That's horrible. I don't T. I guess that's all I got.
What?
I guess I'm going with toilet. I don't know.
A toilet. Okay. You can go with it. You don't see it.
I'm like T.
All right, last one for you, Miss Jennifer. You ready? What's your letter?
M.
M. You tried some soup that was made with,
Meatballs.
but when you tried it, it tastes more like.
Mothballs.
Next time, you will eat it with some
Marinara.
marinara.
That was good.
That's
that was
good. All right, April, got the last one.
B.
B. If you ever find yourself stuck in some,
Bullshit.
go to the road and hold out your.
Big leg.
If that don't work, try sticking out your.
Big ass.
There you go. It worked out for you.
Yeah, get it with me.
That's how you deal with bullshit, right? All right, y'all. That was the last stuff. So, anybody got anything else?
Sir.
All right. So, again, make sure you like and subscribe to our podcast. We're just some good people just trying to get some laughs out of you as well as share some information with you. Also, make sure you take advantage of that QR code. Use that to help spread the word about us. Share it with your friends, family, whomever. And again, we're also looking for sponsors. So if you have a product that you want us to talk about, reach out to us. And just I messed up everything I said because of what you did.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah. So again, like April said,
really appreciate it.
Thank you all for listening. And we're gonna go ahead and end this podcast on that note. So the panel, you guys say bye.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one.
We truly hope you enjoyed this episode from all of us here on Magic Mics. If so, please be so kind as to like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on new episodes. Also spread the word about us to help us grow. Sponsorship is also welcome. Until next time, be safe, stay blessed, and be a good human.